MCU fans, Armand here for E equals MCU. Top of the morning, very much, very much. On this Friday, we are going to. I just got a couple of things I wanted to touch on real quick. Honestly, just real quick. Hopefully, um, we're gonna and it's in response to the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. More things are starting to kind of come out about it. I'm starting to see. I think more people are recognizing that that's Keith David's voice. I didn't realize how many people didn't really realize that was his voice. But they still have not put anything else together besides that because none of that information, nothing's been confirmed with that. One thing I did want to add about the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, another nugget, another tidbit, was that the scene where Spider-Man is getting the key to the city. Okay, when I first saw that, it did look like Ramirez from Daredevil, and I'm still not quite sure. I still need to I need. Wish I had my IMDb Pro account still, because that would show me, per episode. Like, I don't think the regular IMDb will do that, but I'm pretty sure when he's getting the key to the city, that is Ramirez from Daredevil, Born Again. And if you don't know, I think her name is Sheila Ramirez. She's the counsel to Fisk in the office. And she told Fisk in Daredevil Born Again season 1, she told him and the Galifianakis character, she told them, she said, I've been here long before you. I'll be here long after you. Now, they've confirmed that the Spider-Man Brand New Day timeline takes place in 2028, which means it's going to be after the events of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which means if the reports are correct that Fisk is going to be overthrown and out of office or whatnot, that he wouldn't be in office. So that very well may be her. And it's hard. From the glimpse, it kind of looks like her. When I first saw it, I thought it was her, but then when I looked closely, I was like, that's not her. But then and it's one of those things I'm kind of wavering on, because it could be her. It is a different production team. Maybe they did her hair different, makeup different. Something was just a little bit different to make me think that wasn't quite her. Now, one thing that I did not notice about that scene is that she's standing to the right of Spider-Man, handing him the key. To the left is a lady with gray hair. And it does kind of look like Vanessa. And I didn't clock that at first, but it does kind of look like that could be an older looking Vanessa, which everybody knows the Queen Pin or Fisk's Fisk's wife. It looks like it could be her, and it even kind of, they tried to make her look or resemble like what Vanessa looked like in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movies. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she had the gray, the whole gray front going back. So if anybody checks that or can catch that, let me know what you think, if you think that looks like Vanessa standing next to him. And then I saw a bigger, larger figure that was off screen. It just looked like a male, but it didn't necessarily look like Fisk. I mean, I kind of feel like I was reaching if I were to say it was Fisk. It could have been anybody standing in a gray suit off camera, but it kind of looks like it could have been. And since he can't appear for contractual reasons or whatever the problem is, they could be hinting towards that. So in the movie, that scene, I'm going to pay close attention to see if they show any more information about what's going on in that scene, because that could very well be Mayor Fisk's office, which, if so, from a plot standpoint, does not make sense, because we know Fisk does not like vigilantes. So it's making me wonder if for Born Again Daredevil Born Again season 2, what happens to where they're forced to give him the key to the city or whatever the case. If that is indeed them. And if it's not them, they're made to look so much like them that it's an Easter egg or some sort of tease. Even if it's not them, it's like they almost wanted to tease and make you believe that it was them. So I would say check that out. Anybody who watches the trailer, go back and watch the trailer, watch that part, and tell me what you think. That's all I really wanted to just each day you add things. I should have said something about that because when I first saw the trailer, that's what I originally thought. And then I thought, no, I'm reaching because I want Daredevil to be in it so bad. But given that information, and then the last scene where the hand is jumping off the building and Spider-Man is jumping off the building, people are already saying and noticing that it looks like they have removed from some characters from that scene, just like they did with Spider-Man No Way Home when they removed the other two Spider-Mans because they wanted to have a surprise. I am starting to think that Daredevil is in this movie because they showed Frank, they showed Banner. If they're removing characters at the end that may be looking at the hand or whatnot, or fighting with the hand, and if you look, what gives it away is the members at the bottom. So there's like 6 or 7 hand ninjas jumping in the air. There's like 2 or 3 at the bottom that are not looking up at Spider-Man. They're actually looking directly in front of them. And I believe there's at least one more character underneath Spider-Man that's jumping towards the hand as well. And if they're hiding it, it's got to be Daredevil. And to be fair, Charlie Cox was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he was directly asked if he had saw the trailer and if he was in the movie, and he said no. And it's kind of funny because he's done that before, like with Spider-Man No Way Home. He said no, but he was in Spider-Man No Way Home. And then he said, even if I were in it, I couldn't tell you. So he's pretty good with walking that rope without kind of giving it away. I have to say, I think he's in it. I think he's in the movie. It only makes sense if you got the hand and the ninjas that he fought from season 2, that he would be involved and helping Spider-Man with this one. And it's as simple as the fact that we got Frank Castle in this movie, and Spider-Man seems to know him, like he's calling him Frank, like they have prior history. So it's one of those things that the hand ninjas pop up, and we already know the Punisher knows who they are. So he's just going to be like, you know what? I got a friend that can help us deal with this. Let me call Red. Simple as that. Boom. And he doesn't necessarily, and this is what I was saying with the street level heroes. They don't have to be a part of the story. Like Banner and Frank Castle are going to be a part of the plot of the story, but it doesn't hurt. There's so many New York heroes, especially. It doesn't hurt that you can just call up a Daredevil and he pops in to help you fight ninjas, and that's his only purpose of being in the movie. A lot of people be like, well, no, it doesn't make sense, and he's gonna have a tie-in. It's like, that's where they get into trouble, in my opinion, with these movies, is that they feel like everything has to have a thread or a storyline. And a lot of times as an actor, that's what you want when you're looking at a role. If you're gonna accept a role, or like notoriously, Fox lied to Halle Berry about her role in X-Men 3 to get her to come back. And then they ended up changing it or just doing away with whatever they told her. But a lot of times actors, they want to be given something to do. So I think that's the reason why they harp on that so much. It's like, well, no, we can't just put Jessica Jones in the movie because she only comes in to do this, and she wants to have a whole story arc about how her character is dealing with Trish being on the raft or whatever. I don't personally think that for all the characters that's necessarily needed, especially like I was saying, if you're a TV character, They should be able to be brought in and out of movie stories easy because they're getting their own story arcs on their own show. It's almost like they should be on there just as a commercial to potentially to get more people to watch their show. And just say, "Oh, that character looks interesting and did X, Y, and Z. Maybe I should go check out that show because now I'm interested." So, um, that's how I feel on it. With the whole Spider-Man brand new day trailer thing, that's the next piece of news that I noticed on it. One other thing, I think his name is Bo Scartapane, is the showrunner for Daredevil. He was the showrunner last year once they changed over, so he was part of the new crew that had to take what the old crew did. He was the showrunner for The Punisher on Netflix, and now he's doing Daredevil Born Agains now, and he's doing season 2. And he did confirm that he wants Julia Lewis, I think her name is Julia Louis Dreyfus. Most people know her as Elaine or Agent or Val from Thunderbolts. He wants her to appear in Daredevil Born Again. I don't know if he said season 2 or season 3, but he says there is a story and plot line there that he would like to address. So that kind of confirms what I had previously made a video about, as far as there being a connection between her and Wilson Fisk doing some sort of business dealings with each other. I would like to see them pull in Hawkeye and her into a Daredevil story and really just because that's really the whole street level of heroes we have right now. I would like to see them have some sort of big arc. So like they had the Defenders show and they put the Defenders together. I would like to see them do something like that, but with Val and maybe even the Thunderbolts popping in, because I kind of feel like naturally she would want to incorporate, or not incorporate, she would probably be recruiting someone of Bullseye's skill level. Like she would probably want him for the Thunderbolts or for her team. So I don't rule that out of her popping up either. So just, the mind's going, things are starting to get interwoven. The web is starting to be created. And I think Marvel's cooking right now, man. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because it does help the algorithm. I know you guys could be anywhere, but you choose to rock with me or at least listen to me for a few seconds just to hear my thoughts and ramble on. So by all means, it is an open discussion. I do respond to almost every comment that I get because I am curious as far as, what other in the fandom are thinking about what's going on. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Have a good weekend. Until Monday. Peace.